Hi, welcome to Sports Talk Weekly with Todd Howard. I'm Rick Roberts. Injured Celtics big man Leon Powe will be joining Kevin Garnett and Brian Scalabrine on the sidelines for the rest of the playoffs. Things are getting so dire in Boston that the team might be forced to play their leprechaun at power forward. Mavs setter Erik Dampier has vowed to put Tony Parker on his back. Not to be outdone, Tony Parker has vowed to put Eva Longoria on hers. The Minnesota Timberwolves have fired radio analyst Kevin Lynch, sideline reporter Leah B. Olson, and 7 other employees. And yet, Mark Madsen is still collecting a paycheck. Go figure. Shaquille O'Neal has set his sights on becoming a professional underwear model. If it keeps him from returning to the recording studio, we're all for it. Phil Mickelson reportedly turned down an offer to buy an ownership share of the San Diego Padres. Apparently, he's satisfied with achieving mediocrity in just one sport at a time. The New York Yankees have removed Chein-Ming Wang from their starting rotation. Only in New York could anyone make headlines for pulling a Wang. Citi Field reportedly still doesn't have hot water. Fortunately, that shouldn't be a problem since the Mets will be in plenty of hot water if they fail to make the playoffs yet again. Atlanta shortstop Yudel Escobar strained abdominal muscle while jumping up and down in the on-deck circle. Apparently, he was trying to follow Tinkerbell to a magical land where the baseball team doesn't suck. Flip Saunders has received a 4-year, $18 million contract with the Washington Wizards. $2 million is for coaching the team, and the remaining $16 million is for dealing with Gilbert Arenas. Chris Webber recently bet Charles Barkley $5,000 that he couldn't eat a slice of white bread in 25 seconds or less. Surprisingly, Barkley was unable to accomplish the feat, despite his love of food, gambling, and chewing up whitey. Dikembe Mutombo believes his career is over following a devastating knee injury. His retirement ceremony is expected to be attended by many of his former teammates, including Noah and Moses. Jeremy Tyler has announced he's entering the NBA draft. And if you know who Jeremy Tyler is, you need to get a freaking life. Many NBA insiders are wondering who will be the next coach of the Sacramento Kings. Based on the team's prospects, we're guessing it will be whoever pulls the shortest straw. Former Laker Rick Fox is reportedly dating actress Eliza Dushku. You know, he was always good at scoring during the playoffs. Los Angeles has lowered the price of beer at Dodger Stadium by a full $2. In related news, John Daly has suddenly become a huge Dodger fan. What, he shows up in the 3rd and he leaves in the 7th? Michael Phelps plans to try out a new freestyle technique for his return to the pool. Apparently, he hasn't learned a thing about the dangers of experimentation. Dale Earnhardt Jr. said he does not believe in Twitter or MySpace. That's understandable since many of his fans don't believe in evolution or that slaves should be free. Detroit has added teeth to its new Lions logo, which is appropriate since the team is expected to really bite. Former Jacksonville Jaguars star Jimmy Smith was arrested with crack cocaine and marijuana in his car. The 40-year-old vet played wide receiver for 10 seasons in the NFL, but is now expected to be just another tight end in prison. And now it's time for What the F. What the F is with people saying Yankee Red Sox baseball is way overrated and the coverage is biased, it's forced down our throats, and so on. Did you see what went down this weekend? The first 2 games were some of the most entertaining baseball I've seen so far this year. 2 of the biggest rivals going head-to-head, fighting to the death. It's like Lakers versus Celtics, Michigan versus Ohio State, Bob Costas versus Dan Patrick. There's clutch hit after clutch hit, all-star closes are blowing saves, a brawl could break out at any moment. What the F would you rather watch? The Brewers taking on the Astros or the Tigers and Royals? Please! I'm sorry if your hometown team sucks or they don't have a heated rivalry, but stop whining just because the most watchable games get the national airtime. That's gonna do it for tonight. With Todd Howard, I'm Rick Roberts. Good night, you bastards.